Have you ever looked at something completely random in your life and somehow convinced yourself it meant something? Like you see a repeating number and suddenly think the universe is texting you, or your bus arrives the moment you reach the stop, and you're like, yep, destiny, I'm the chosen one. Or your day goes wrong from the start, and you think, of course, the world is against me. We do this all the time. We turn randomness into meaning. We take coincidence and upgrade it into fate. We take chance and turn it into a personal message. Today, we're talking about the psychological trick behind it all, the illusion of control. Why your brain thinks it's the boss of reality, even when it absolutely is not. And trust me, your brain is much more dramatic than you realize. Your brain hates randomness. If the universe came with a giant random events happen for no reason sign, your brain would set it on fire. Humans are pattern detecting machines. We're built to find meaning even when there isn't any. Because thousands of years ago, finding patterns meant survival. If leaves rustled in the bushes, you assumed a predator. Was it always a predator? No. Sometimes it was just a squirrel with confidence issues. But guess what? People who assumed a predator survived more than people who said, relax, it's just the wind. Your brain evolved to over-detect patterns. Better safe than eaten. Now that instinct makes you see meaning in lucky shirts, special rituals, repeating numbers, signs from the universe, songs playing at the right moment, coincidences that feel scripted. Your brain can't help it. It's trying to protect you by making sense of chaos. Control feels safe. Randomness feels scary. Imagine this. You're driving. You feel in control. Now imagine the same road, but someone else is driving. Suddenly, you're nervous, checking the speed, pressing your invisible brake pedal, judging every turn. Nothing changed except who feels in control. Your brain loves control because control equals safety. Loss of control equals danger. So even when life is random, your brain invents reasons to calm itself. It happened because of this. I did something to cause that. It was meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Meaning is comfort. Randomness is anxiety. Small actions feel powerful, even when they change nothing. Think of things like rolling dice a certain way, tapping the screen to make it load faster, pressing the elevator button repeatedly, wearing a lucky shirt to an interview, saying, just one more try before game. Avoiding stepping on cracks because why not? None of this changes anything, but it feels like it does. Because your brain values the feeling of influence more than the reality of influence. This is why superstitions exist, not because they work, but because they reduce anxiety. When you feel unsure, you reach for anything that gives you a sense of control. Even fake control feels good. You remember the coincidences that fit the story and forget the thousands that don't. You dream of someone you haven't seen in years, and they text you the next day. Coincidence? Yes. But your brain says, soul connection. Yet the hundreds of dreams where nobody texted afterward, your brain deletes those. You think of a song and it plays on the radio. Meaningful? Feels like it, but your brain ignores the times you think of a song and nothing happens. Your mind loves the hits, forgets the misses. This is called confirmation bias. Your brain collects evidence for the story it likes and throws away evidence that ruins the vibe. When life feels out of control, you cling to anything that feels like control. Ever noticed how people become more superstitious during stress, uncertainty, breakups, bad luck streaks, big decisions, transitions, anxiety, chaos. When life gets messy, your brain panics and starts assigning meaning to random events to feel safer. A small coincidence suddenly becomes a sign. A lucky moment becomes destiny. A negative moment becomes a curse. A breakup becomes the universe teaching a lesson. Your brain creates stories because stories feel stable. Randomness feels threatening. Meaning is therapy. Control is comfort. Your brain doesn't like admitting I don't know. Science loves uncertainty. Your brain hates it. So when something happens that has no explanation, your brain invents one. That's why humans have always created rituals, omens, signs, superstitions, lucky charms, energy, astrology, fate stories. Not because we're foolish, but because our brain craves structure. Chaos is uncomfortable. Meaning is soothing. Coincidences feel like fate because your brain connects dots that don't actually connect. You meet someone at the right time. Your brain says it's destiny. You lose something and find it later, in a weird place. Your brain says this must mean something. You think of someone right before they call. Your brain says we're spiritually linked. What's actually happening is your brain is merging emotion, timing, pattern recognition, memory, intuition, coincidence into one dramatic story. Your brain is a storyteller, and sometimes it creates stories so good you believe they are written by the universe itself. The illusion of control doesn't mean your life is meaningless. It means your mind is powerful enough to create meaning. Maybe randomness feels like fate because we need it to feel that way. Maybe the illusion of control keeps us moving, keeps us hopeful, keeps us sane. And honestly, if it helps you live better, maybe the illusion isn't such a bad thing.